It's popular, yet it's pandemic all at the same time. How is that? Well, first, this is Wellness Matters with Chris Bowe, and we dive into the topic of health wellness and what it means for you, for your lifestyle, and the importance of it. So, what I've been talking about is it's popular, yet it's pandemic. Popular being in the fact that 82% of the U.S. consumers consider wellness important, and it's a $480 billion industry, and it's growing 5 to 10% each year. Yet, we still have an issue with obesity, mental health, and all these different things. And we're one of the most wealthiest countries. We are, I believe, one of the wealthiest country in the world. Yet we're the most unhealthiest country in the world. And it's a pandemic. It's a pandemic because it's not getting any better. It continues to grow worse and worse. In August of 2023, there was a study out that said 40.3% of Americans are classified obese. That's almost half. That's a lot of people. But what's the issue? What's going on? I think we are blinded to the information that we need to understand this. I believe that there is kind of a veil over people's eyes these days because everybody just wants the instant gratification, which we have in our consumables. Everything's easy, on the go, get it now, fast food. And the problem is we're not educated on this because the industry doesn't want us to be educated on this. So what we need to start doing is we need to start taking this into our own hands. We need to educate ourselves and figure out why this issue is so bad and what we can do about it. So me, myself, I haven't always been physically fit. I mean, most of my younger years were sports. I was gifted with the ability to play sports really well, and I still love to play sports. I still do. But as I got older, our bodies go through a transformation, men and women, and our bodies stop producing certain things, or slows down anyways, like our NAD levels. And NAD is what contributes to our ATP. And if you're asking what ATP is kind of our energy that our body produces. But like I was saying, over time, these things drop. And so our bodies go through changes. And as we get older, we get more sluggish. We get a little more tired, not as motivated. But the thing is, it doesn't have to be that way. But unfortunately, with the things that we're consuming, the things that we're putting in our bodies, it's not helping it at all. It's actually making it worse. And the one that really bugs me the most is they've come out with these quick fixes for weight loss, for building muscle, and it's synthetics that are. If you go listen to my podcast, my last episode of my podcast, or if this is on the podcast and you're listening, then you heard my first one. But the synthetics are just not good because they're not what our body is used to. They're foreign. And so our body will end up rejecting them at some point. And in the process, it's damaging our cells. It's damaging our lean muscle. And so with that, we have to be cognitive that the quick fix isn't going to be sustainable long term. And so we need to step away from that mentality that I can get it now and feel great now. Because down the road later, it's not going to benefit one bit. And then we have all these consumables that have all these different ingredients in them that are manufactured in labs. We have all these preservatives that they add to make things last longer. And sugar is prevalent in everything, it seems like. And these are all things that are causing or adding to the problem, if you will. We need to educate ourselves first and foremost on wellness and health. And from that, we need to make informed decisions. And unfortunately, because of how everything is made readily available all the time, I think society's gotten stuck in this mindset that it's okay because it's been produced. If it's been produced, then it's okay, right? And that's not the case. We don't have to be okay with what we're told is okay for us. You know, if we're going to make real changes, then we need to step outside of that and look at it with a right mind and understand that our health and wellness is important and we have to take the steps to get there. We have to pay attention to our diet. We have to exercise. Exercise is crucial. We're not going to live a long, sustainable life without exercise. And even going further into wellness, I want to touch on mental health, because mental health is actually our mindset and how we perceive ourselves and things. And we live in a world where they promote a lot of selfishness, a lot of pridefulness, a lot of do what you're told. The information we give you is what's correct. And so I guess over time, we've been conditioned to just be okay with not being okay, if that makes sense. Well, the time needs to stop. We need to step outside of that. And like with mental health, I know in 2020 after the pandemic, I can attest to this because I own a landscape company. But there's been a shift in mentality of people and not wanting to put forth effort. Like, I've had a hard time retaining employees because it seems like people just don't want to work for some reason. I don't know what it is. I haven't pinpointed it. I haven't really dove into the psychology of it, but it's prevalent. It's there. And the world has gotten, I shouldn't say the world, the United States, where we live, has gotten into a rut of just being on cruise control and just hoping that life pans out the way it should. Well, unfortunately, that's not how it happens. Unfortunately, I shouldn't even say unfortunately, because fortunately, we have the ability to make the decisions ourselves. We have the ability to look at what we're putting into our bodies and determining whether it is appropriate or not. And I can tell you right now, if it's got a bunch of stuff on the label of words that you cannot pronounce, it's probably not that good for you, right? So I'm excited to continue to bring good information to you guys, but today was just kind of a rant for me of where we're at as far as our mental wellness, our wellness, our health, and our mental health in this country. And as we build upon this, and I get on here more, I'm going to be bringing you ways that we can start making these changes in our life. And we're going to do it through different things such as, awareness of our mindset. We're going to do it through such things as proper dieting. We're going to do it through such things as exercise and its importance. And there is a product that I do take, myself personally, that I've seen results. Earlier I was talking about how, as I get older, things change. And, I was going through a period where I was sluggish, tired, didn't have energy. And then I came across the natural product that has helped significantly change my body's chemistry. I feel good. I have energy. I'm able to build muscle. I'm mid 40s. I know I probably don't look over 20. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm in my mid 40s, but I'm still lifting like I did in my 20s and feeling good about it. And my muscle soreness goes away quickly because of what I take. I have well over 100% more stamina than I used to. So I'm just saying there's ways to go about feeling healthier. There's ways to go about feeling better. And I'm going to share that with you over time. I'll share with you the things that I'm doing for myself. But also I want to bring just good knowledge and information, because knowledge is power. Knowledge helps us make informed decisions. And so I want you guys to be healthy. I want you to live your best life. I want to be able to help you attain those goals that you're striving after. And that could be your health, but it also could be in your finances, your success. You know, wellness covers such a wide variety of things in our life. And I think we've gotten in a, like I was talking about earlier, we've gotten in this like mindset as a society where we're in this rut where we're just okay with not being okay. But no, like we need to focus in on wellness, and then we need to attribute it to every single aspect of our life. And we can, with success, with health, with everything, with how we even conduct ourselves with our families, with people around us. Super important. So stay tuned. I'm glad you guys are watching this. I'm glad you've made it this far. But we're going to travel down this road together, and we're going to grow together. And I'm not just giving you stuff that's going to be, you know, not backed by progress, because I'm doing this with you. I'm taking care of myself health wise. I'm venturing into an area where I'm going to be taking care of me, my family, and everybody, with success wise, with wealth. Also, I'm a believer, and I think that plays a huge factor in life, an ultimate factor in life, truthfully. And so faith, you know, is a key component to wellness, health. But yes, super excited about this. Grateful you guys are here, and stay tuned. Please follow, stay engaged, and look forward to bringing you more. Stay healthy and stay well.